Okay, I'm back. Hi, everybody. Come on back in. Sorry about my previous broadcast. I don't know what's going on with my iPhones. It's crazy because you would think iPhone would be the bomb, right? But since I moved here, my two iPhones will not seem to pick up well on my booster, and I don't understand why. But my little Android, this Android phone works perfectly. I don't get it. I don't know what's up with my iPhone, but it's okay. But as you come into the broadcast, ladies, isn't that crazy? As you come into the broadcast, please share, please invite your followers, and please tap the screen for hearts. Sharon Harris, owner of the brand Elevate Higher. I'm here to help women who are ready for growth, who are ready to break free from mistakes and limitations from their past and blaze their own God-given trail. 21 years, Air Force leadership experience. I'm a licensed minister. I'm a best-selling author. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a personal growth coach. All right. So let's talk tonight. I want to talk about the inner critic, and I want to talk about my journey with the inner critic. I want to hit that because in my closed Facebook group, right? I did a poll for I think it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I did a poll in my closed Facebook group, right? And I was very amazed. I asked them, I said, okay, ladies, I gave them like 7, 8 topics. I was like, what is it that you all struggle with, right? And so I had all these different little kind of topics and things like that. And I was really surprised that they said that they struggled with the inner critic. They struggle with their inner critic. So I have about, I think, 49 women in my closed group right now. And majority of them said, a lot of them, most of them that voted, the ones that voted, they said they struggle with the inner critic. And what was second? I think the second one was inner calm, with de-stressing and calming down. But I was very surprised because I thought it would be procrastination. They did not even mark procrastination. They didn't mark it. And I thought that was amazing. But the thing about it that they did not realize was that part of the inner critic causes them to procrastinate. The inner critic in us causes us to procrastinate. Now, those of you that have been watching me before, I talked about procrastination, how it's a self-regulation type of thing. It has nothing to do with time management, because if we do not regulate ourselves, if we do not calm it down, get it together when it comes to our emotions, we will always procrastinate. Why? Because procrastination will always cause you only to do things if you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, you will not do. It will cause you to do things you don't feel like. How can I say? It makes you avoid things you don't feel like doing. That's what it's for. Miss Procrastination or Mr. Procrastination, those that are watching, it comes to cause you not to feel like doing certain things. Why? Because a lot of times, too, that very thing that you're avoiding doing can be the very thing that can change your life. Procrastination makes you sabotage yourself. You can have a great business idea, a great book idea, and that very business idea, that book idea can change your life and bring you out of debt. But procrastination will come and it will say, well, you don't have to do that right now. You don't have the money right now. You don't feel like doing that right now. It will always cause you to do the very things, put off the very things that can change your life. Like I said in my other broadcast when I had on the red shirt. So if y'all missed that broadcast, please go back and watch it. Now, I want to talk really quickly from chapter 3 of my book, The Trailblazing Woman. Well, this is my markup version because I like to write in this version. So this version right here, The Trailblazing Woman, Overcoming the 5 Hurdles to Becoming First. So I'm reading from my favorite chapter, chapter 3. And chapter 3 talks about your old versus your new, the war between the old you versus the new you. And a lot of you that are watching me right now, ladies and guys that are watching, you're struggling with the old you. The old you never wants to change. The old you is content just like it is. But the new you is the you that God has put that vision in. He's put that dream in you. He put that goal in you because he wants to take you someplace great. He wants to take you someplace amazing. But you can't drag the old you into a new place. Because if you drag the old you into a new place, the old you will take over if you're not careful. So that is why you're going to have to really fight and win that battle of the old you versus the new you. The old you talks every day. The old you talks to you all the time. How do you know? When something great comes, a great opportunity comes, how do you respond? When people say, girl, I would like to work with you, does that fear rise up in you? Does that voice rise up that says you don't know what you're doing? Or does that voice rise up in you that says you don't deserve it? Does that old voice rise up in you and say you're not worthy of that? Look where you come from. You come from the wrong side of the tracks. That is the voice of the inner critic. That is the voice of your inner critic. That is the voice that, see, I said this in my closed Facebook group. Your inner critic never wants you to grow. Can I say that? Your inner critic never wants you to grow. It never wants you to achieve. It wants to keep you small. It wants to keep you limited. So that's why you got to really listen and recognize the voice of your inner critic. And again, you will know when great opportunities come. It will always talk to you and tell you that you can't do it. It'll always tell you that it won't work. It will always tell you that you're a failure or you're a loser and things like that. That is your inner critic. Your inner critic comes to cripple you. It comes to shame you. Now, in chapter 3 of my book, The Trailblazing Woman, I start off with this quote. It says, most of you won't be successful, not because you can't do it, ladies and gentlemen, but because you cannot outlast the old you long enough to get to your new you. Eric Thompson said this, and this was really good. He said, again, most of you won't be successful, not because you can't do it, but because you cannot outlast the old you long enough to get to your new you. That's what it's going to be about. In order, like, you know how we love to say, well, girl, I want to do it, but my haters is this and my haters is doing that. It's not your haters. It's you. It's not your haters. Haters are going to do what they do, hate. But it's up to you if you're going to allow that hater to get in your spirit and shut you down. So you're going to have to begin to ask yourself, are you allowing your old you to take over so that your new you cannot come forward? God is not concerned about that old person. He's concerned about where he's taking you. God is not looking at you being qualified. He's looking at what can he do with you if you team up with him. So a lot of you, you're letting your old mindsets, you're letting your past, you're letting what people have said to you stop you from going and doing great things. I know this because that's what I fought with. That's why it's in this book. Because in this book, I talked about the 5 things I had to fight through to get to where I am now. I had to fight through certain things because what I'm doing is different than a lot of people in my family is doing. And so that is why I know that I had to fight through certain things in order to be a trailblazer. Not trying to outdo people in my family, is to be the first at being who he made me to be. And so a lot of people don't want to be a trailblazer because they don't want to be authentic. Don't want to be authentic because why? No, everybody wants to blend in with everybody else. Nobody wants to be different. Because why? Because if you're different, you're going to attract attention, and it's so easy to blend. Because if you blend, you don't get a lot of warfare. But if you're going to be great and if you're going to be a visionary, you're going to go through some warfare. You're going to have some opposition. It's just that simple. But if you play small and you stay small, you won't go through anything. And for many people, many of you that watch me right now, you have tremendous potential and God wants to do great things in you. But where you're missing it is that you're looking at you so much and you're not looking at what he can do through you. He can do it. He can do a lot through you. You know how the scripture that says, where Paul says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Through Christ, you can do anything through Christ. But if you're looking at you can't do anything because without him, you can't do it. So that's why you have to begin to team up with God, team up with what he's placed in you, team up with the vision, the plan, the goal, team up with him, partner with him so he can get you to where he wants you to go. Now, in the book, I talk about Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, this NIV version, it says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. God has great plans for you, but you have to team up with him. You got to commit yourself to him. You got to partner with him so he can take you where he wants you to go. Now, in the book on the bottom of page 58, I talk about something. I said, the journey to writing my first book was arduous. I was tormented with thoughts of failure. Through my journey, I constantly rehearsed previous failures. I had moments that I cried and asked myself, why am I doing this? Sharon, did you really hear the Lord tell you to write a book? My old mindset constantly fought the new me in which God was trying to bring me out of. Okay? Many of you are playing safe. Many of you are fearful of launching out because of what happened the last time. Even as I write this book, I had to wrestle with old mindsets. I had to fight against my biggest enemy, which has always been procrastination. Procrastination. Yes, I said it, ladies, procrastination. I have fought with this monster all of my life. Okay, I have to fight against, I can do it later. I don't feel like it. I will do it tomorrow. I have talked myself out of many opportunities because of procrastination. If y'all have not shared, please share the broadcast. Thank you. Procrastination. I feared rejection, so I put off many projects. Okay. I've set this book, this very book, I've set this book aside many times because I didn't feel like writing. I didn't. I am learning that feelings are fickle. Feelings come and go. Every year, countless women all over the world sit down and start making plans for the new year. As I write this book, we have entered into a new year. So I wrote this book earlier this year, right when the new year started. Many wait to until the beginning of the year or the last month of the year to begin to write down goals and form new year resolutions. These resolutions are often projects and goals that we have not accomplished during the previous years. And this is why, because of procrastination. So a lot of us, we're taking the goals from the previous year and we just flipping it over into the new year. We say, okay, I want to lose X amount of pounds last year. You probably added those pounds back on. Now you're like, okay, instead of losing 10 pounds, you may say, I need to lose 20 pounds. But it's because you did not do last year. And because you did not do it last year, you're turning it over into this year. See, the inner critic will always shut you down. The inner critic will cause you to procrastinate. The inner critic will tell you, well, the inner critic and procrastination really works together too. So the inner critic, fear, procrastination, all of those paired together, they come to shut you down and keep you from going into your potential. They come to do it. They come to keep you and cause you to play small. Procrastination will always tell you do not feel like doing it. I'm telling you, you don't need another time management class. Can I say that? Can I go against the grain? We do not need another time management class because procrastination has to do with self-regulating. I don't care how many calendars and planners you get. If you don't get regulated in you, and if you don't get yourself disciplined, and if you don't get your spirit together, you're going to, that same little planner you got will be on the shelf. It's about self-regulation. It is about your old you versus your new you. It's about winning that fight with that inner critic in you. That critic in you, that voice in you that says do it later. That voice in you that says you're not good enough. That voice in you that says you're too small, you don't know what you're doing. That voice in you that says, well, you tried last year and it did not work. That is your fight. That is your fight. It's not about time management. We got the time. We got the time. We got the time. It's about what we put in that time. So it's not about time. Because remember, procrastination says I'll do it later, which means that you probably got some time to start on it. But procrastination says that because you don't feel like it, or maybe because it's a goal that it's a lot of work and you don't feel like putting in the work. It's because your emotions is taking over. Emotions is hooked to your emotions, your inner critic and fear. All of that is paired together. So as we begin to regulate us and as we begin to ask God, help me. God, I want to do great things, but I need you to help me with procrastination. Help me to break free. Help me to stop going by what I feel all the time. Help me to quit listening to the voice of my inner critic. Because the inner critic is always talking. Your inner critic will always shut you down. Your inner critic will always keep you small. Again, it's not people that's keeping you small. It's that voice of the inner critic on the inside of you. That's what it is. Because inner critic, and miss procrastination and miss fear and all those other misses all mixed together, it's going to keep you small. It's going to keep you in your old you. And it will never let you branch and be great. It will not let you. It won't. It won't. So it's not about time management. It's about self-regulation. It's about that, because you can have all the time in the world, but if your feelings take over, you're going to shut down and not want to finish that project. And like I said, when I had on my red blouse the other time, when I went live, the last time I went live, the thing about it is that very idea that you're putting off can be the very idea that can change your finances. It can get you out of debt. It can break curses off your bloodline. It can bring wealth into your family. It can cause you to come off your 9-to-5. But again, that I don't feel like it. That old you versus that new you is fighting you from making the choices that you need to make so you can step out and be great. That's all it is. So it's not about time management. Yes, we got to manage our time. Yes. But if you don't regulate, it won't happen. I'll tell you about me. One thing I battle with the most is that, like, the Lord will give me an idea, right? And because I have a fast mind and my mind twirls very fast, I have to really discipline and really fight to finish projects, because as soon as I sit down and start working on a project, something else will come in my mind and I want to go and do that. And then I'll say, oh, well, I'll do that first project later. And then the next thing I know, I'm trying to start on 10 different projects and I forgot about the first project. So I have to fight myself because my mind thinks very fast, and I'm a go-getter. So I have to learn that if I'm not careful, procrastination will cause me to put off, and the very projects that I'm supposed to be doing that can really work and do great things for me, I will begin to put that off. And then I become frustrated because I never did the first project. Okay. So again, it's not about time management. So like now I'm retired, right? I'm retired. So I got time. I got time. So the thing that I fight with is me. I fight with me. I fight with up here. I fight with all these ideas I get. I fight with staying focused. I fight with staying the course with one idea and finishing that one idea. That's my fight. And because I get frustrated and because I can't finish that idea fast, I procrastinate and I put it off and I forget it and I throw it to the side. So it's not time. We got time, ladies and gentlemen. We got the time. It's about regulating. It's about self-regulating. It's about getting that discipline to stay focused and finish. It's about, cutting off the voice of that voice that tells you that you can't do it and doing it anyway. That's the problem. It's not your haters. It's about what you allow your haters to do to you. Your haters not stopping you. They just putting words. They're just saying words. Words don't make you stop, but you stop because you listen to their words. Your haters can't stop you. Your skin color cannot stop you. It can't. It can't. Because I'll tell you this, because for those of us that are African American, God is greater than our skin color. God did not say, oh, because you're this color, I'm going to give you that certain. No, God is not concerned about that. But what the problem is that we get focused on skin color. So therefore we feel we're at a disadvantage when we serve a God that's over everything. So it's about knowing who you are. It's about knowing who you are. I don't think like that personally. I don't think about skin color stuff. I can care less. Because when I was in the military, I let every color you can think of, chocolate, brown, black, polka dots. I had every race you can think of, and none of those races have stopped me. I've had every color boss you can think of, and none of them have stopped me. None of them. I had white, black, Japanese, Chinese. I had all those colors. They never stopped me. My skin color's never been an issue. And maybe because people are like, well, you're now in a state where there's blah, blah, blah going on. No, I may not be that. I may not have went through that. No, but I don't let that stop me. I'm still an African-American woman, but I don't let that stop me. My color has nothing to do how far I can go because I look past my color. I look to God. I look to God because God is limitless. He doesn't have any limits. So I don't put no limit on myself. Society may limit me because of my skin, or because I'm a woman, but I can care less. I think about God. My mind is higher than that. I don't have time to focus on that. And see, when you're a visionary and when you're a trailblazer, you don't let little minute stuff like that shake you. So that's why, again, that's why I wrote this book, because I want to help women be blazers. I want to help women to blaze trails that no one has ever done. Because I'm telling you, what God has put in you, He did not put it in anybody else. What He put in you, He did not confer with the white man, the black man, the polka dot man. He didn't ask none of them. He just saying, okay, this is what I want you to do. Just do it. But then the problem is us, that critic in us that says, do you think you can do that? Well, you got this against you. Your family didn't have nothing, or this, or that. That critic is always speaking. But God is greater than your critic. But it's about who you're going to team up with. You're going to team up with your inner critic, or you're going to go ahead and make moves. You're going to team up with God, or you're going to team up with your critic. So that's all it's about. Okay, so if y'all have not grabbed the book, you want to make sure you grab the book, ladies. So I still have my Blaze and Sip bundle available. This is my write-up copy. Sorry about that. My real book. This is the right copy. So I have my Blaze and Sip bundle available for you. If you have not grabbed it, please grab it. It has the hashtag Blaze mug with it. And also it has my Trailblazing Woman book with it. So I have a few of these left. So for Christmas is coming up. This would be a perfect gift for Christmas. Perfect gift for Christmas. I got more stuff coming out. Actually, I'm working on a lot of things behind the scenes. So again, if you want to go ahead and grab your Blaze and Sip bundle, there are 2 links in my bio of my channel bio. So when you see my picture, click on my picture, and when you go to my bio, there are 2 links there. The first link talks about Defeat Procrastination Cheat Sheet. Tomorrow, like Danielle Whittingham says, tomorrow is the last day to get your cheat sheet on how to defeat procrastination, about 6 unique ways to deal with procrastination. Tomorrow is the last day. I'm pulling that site down tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow's your last day. Go ahead, download the cheat sheet. Once you download the cheat sheet, take the survey. After you take the survey, then grab the webinar that talks about how to defeat procrastination. A lot of you watching me right now, you need to be ready to defeat procrastination. So go ahead, grab those items, click on that link, defeat procrastination, to bit.ly/defeat procrastination. The second link that's in my bio, that link is for the Blaze and Sip bundle. So it's bit.ly/Blaze and Sip. So thank you to everybody that's already bought your bundles. Everything has been shipped already. So I have a few more left. So I want to go ahead and sell these out. So I'm almost sold out. So again, if you have not gotten it, get it. And guys, if you're watching and you're a guy, you want to get it for your girlfriend, you want to get it for your mom, or you want to get it for your first lady or a minister at your church, do it. Go ahead, put their information in there. You can put, I don't know how you want to do it, but anyway, wherever you want me to mail it to, just get their address, put your email address on there, put their address, and I will be glad to ship it to them. And that is what I'm going to have coming soon. For Christmas coming up, I'm going to have some bundles put together. So for those of you that want to send out things for Christmas, I'm going to already have all of that guided. Praise God. Thank you. For those that want to send out Christmas gifts to some of your family and friends, I'm going to have bundles put together so you can go ahead. You don't have to wrap it or anything. I'm going to have all of that done for you. I'm going to have gift bags or whatever else you may need. You can just tell me how you want it, and we'll go ahead and I'll probably try to have it wrapped for you, or I'll provide the wrapping stuff for you and you can wrap it yourself. Either way, it doesn't matter. So I do have some bundles coming out, and I also am launching, oh Jesus, I'm so excited. I'm launching another business this month. So I have another brand this month, and so once that brand is open and launching, then once it's open, then I will come back on live and let you know about my new brand I have. I was supposed to be launching 2 brands, okay? 2 of them this month, 2 more brands. So I will have 3 businesses this month. So well, as soon as those are done, then I'm going to come back live and I'm going to share that with you all. And I'm just really excited about it. The designs that's going in my other brand number 2, are beautiful. I think you're really going to like it. So the second brand that I'm opening is for women, for veteran women. And so it's going to be a veteran women apparel line. So that will be opened. I think I'm going to launch it soon. I'll say soon. I better say soon. I don't want to say a date and then it's not ready. So I'm working on getting the store designed, but I have a few of the products already designed. The first half of the products are designed, but I'm waiting to get the last part of it done. But I'm very excited. I am very excited. I'm grateful to God for giving me these ideas. And so then I have a third brand that's launching out, and that is going to be for women as well. And so as soon as that is up and running, I will come back on live. I will tell you about my third brand that I'm launching this month. So I just cannot tell you. I mean, God is just, he's really breathing on me, giving me so many amazing ideas. Even though I came through a tumultuous past couple of months, has been very tough for me. But I thank God for his grace. He has been keeping me. He has been motivating me and pushing me. And so I'm grateful for my family. I thank God for them. They have been such a blessing to me. And so soon I'm going to come live and I'm going to share my story. I just can't share it yet because it's a lot to share. It is a lot. Okay. But anyway, let me hop off. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you're watching me for the first time, I invite you to please follow this channel. Okay. And don't forget to click on the links that's in my bio to get your Blaze and Sip bundle. And also do not forget to go ahead and download your free cheat sheet, because tomorrow is the last day to get it and I will be taking it down. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you, JC, for watching. So thanks everybody for watching. I love you all. You all have a great night. Bye-bye.